Hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? Sending you the purest of love and light. Always, we're blessed, we're highly favored, we're anchored, we're safe, and we're protected. Always. So, sending you the purest of love and light. If it's your first time, I welcome you, returning soul tribers, new soul tribers. Thank you for your love, your support. I really do truly appreciate you. Thank you so very much. So the first card that came out, it says here, inner strength. So maybe at this time you're called to stay focused. To stay focused, is like pull from your reserve, your inner strength. It says don't lose yourself in things you can't change. Focus on the things you can change. Your attitude, altitude, your mindset and energy. You've got everything you need. Everything that you need, God is already provided for those things. And so a lot of you're finding, or you need to find the inner strength to forge on, to keep going, to not look back. Because there may be distractions around you. There may be things trying to discourage you to turn around. But it's like, stay focused. Find the inner strength. This is from the inside of you. It's like dig deep. Whatever it is, wherever you are, you have it inside of you. And sometimes we don't know how strong we are until crisis appears in our life, until we're called upon to pull from our reserve. And certainly, again, like the saying goes, what doesn't kill us make us stronger. It doesn't matter, whatever, even if it is something that the enemy is trying to hurt us with, God is going to turn it around and use it for our good. And remember, whatever we're going through, the enemy, he must get permission from God before he can come towards us. And if God allows the enemy to bring it to us, that means he will bring us through that situation. It's because he knows, he's our architect, he's our engineer. He knows the resources that he deposited in us. So nothing happens by mistake. And it's like God is counting on you, he's counting on us to like forge on. You are equipped. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. It's like, it's already says you've got everything you need. You have everything you need for this life, for this journey, this road, whatever path you're on. Even if right now it doesn't look good. But if you stay the course, because you have already come this far. So if you're going to turn back to go, is like, wow. Really? It's like, say you're 75% down and you're going to turn back when you only have 25% to keep going. It's like, forge on. You have what it takes. And stay true to yourself. You don't need people to hype you up. You don't need hype. You don't need boost. You don't need validation from others. I have a quote up, you don't need the validation from others when God already gave you his seal of approval. It's not your responsibility how people see you, but it's your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Be who you are. You don't need also to copy from anybody else, because you're unique in and of yourself. You just need to keep going, tapping into yourself and pulling from your own well. Drink from your own cup. Water yourself. You can do this. This is what it's saying. You can do this. Well, remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. Absolutely, know yourself. And again, when I see universe, I see God. I think, the whole universe thing is just to be all inclusive. So, but again, I see God. It's like he knows you. He knew you before you were in your mother's womb. So again, as I said before, everything is strategically placed inside of you. This is why it is so important not to be jealous, not to envy other people. Because the things that some people have survived from me, it's like, wow. And the things that I've gone through, you're probably like, wow, girl, what happened? How did you do it? So if we stay in our lane, embrace each other, encourage each other for our own unique gifts, talents, and abilities, we would all be better off, wouldn't it? So you carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom. So a lot of you, you're generational curse breakers as well. And like I said, we are stars. They cannot stop us from shining. It doesn't matter how they try, what they do. In your home, you're shining. In your community, you're shining. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's in you. It's not on you. And what God gives, nobody, the world cannot take it away either. And let go. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with. Absolutely. Because the people you spend time with, they shape who you are. Show me your company, I'll tell you who you are. Relationship means you're going ship. You're going somewhere. And so the people you're around, where are they taking you? Where are you going with them? Let go of negative people, negative places, negative things, anything that is toxic. It's detrimental. It's poisonous to your health, your belief. Two cannot walk unless they agree. It's like you need to be equally yoked. And like it says, your time here is precious. We are not here forever, so it's like, make it count. It's like, don't be so cautious. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. You're tiptoeing around folks when they're being authentic. They're doing what they are supposed to do. Even if they're on demonic time, that's what they choose to do. And you're there trying not to hurt people's feelings while you're suffocating yourself, dimming your light, trying to fit in their narrative, not living your blessed life, not tapping into your creativity, not realizing that you have the strength to move on. And remember who you are and whose you are. You're a child of the Most High God. It's like you have a calling on your life. For a lot of you, it's like, yes, you are the one. You are the one who is here to break your ancestral and generational curses. And it's like you're fooling around. You're wasting time. All because you want to look cute or you don't want to rock the boat. It's like foolishness. It's time that you step out of the comfort zone and be who you are meant to be. Who you're called to be. And I'm talking about purpose-wise. Why are you here? All of us have a calling and a gift on our life. All of us, even the people who choose to go the other way. They're living in their purpose, but you're not being authentic. For a lot of you, you started out right, it's like you start out right. And then it's like you drift off. You forget who you are. Again, it's because of the people you're around. You don't want to seem weird. And if you don't stand for something, it means you will fall for anything. And if you are afraid to acknowledge God before men, then He's not going to acknowledge you in front of His Father either. It's just straight up like that. And it's like, what have you done with your time? What have you done with your time? And you put your head down and you stutter, and it's like, no. It's like, banishment. It's like, get out of my sight. It's like, what have you done with your gift? What have you done with your talent? How did you spend your time? It's time to act. It's time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it unfold. You can You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. It's time to act. It's time to step out of the comfort zone. It's time to break out. It's time to come out of your closet. It's time to come out of your shell. You don't have to know everything in advance. For a lot of us, we want to know, okay, when I turn the corner, then what is like you have more faith in your car than you have in God. You have more faith in your GPS, even though it misleads you whenever it feels like. When you know that what God says, He means it. We have more faith in flesh, people around us who are disappointing us, who are lying to us, betraying us. We keep going back to these toxic, negative people more than at least take a risk on God. Why don't you, for once in your life, say a prayer and trust God that He will take you there. But it's time to act. And for a lot of you, a lot of us, yes, what's meant for us will not pass us by. But at the same time, for a lot of us, like the children of Israel, we keep going around 40 years in the wilderness, wasting time when it's our fault. We are delaying ourselves. You're waiting on God. God is waiting on you. It's time to act. It's time to do what you're here for, what you're called to do. People are going to talk. It doesn't matter what you do. Some are going to cheer for you. Some are not going to cheer for you. You can't please everybody. But as long as you know that God is happy with what you're doing, you're comfortable with it, that it's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, whatever circumstances you're going through, it is you and your Maker. If it is sickness, it's you and God. If it is in the courtroom, it is you and God. When you're on your dying bed or whatever situation come up in your life, it's you and God. When your eyes are closed, you have to face your judgment in that casket. It's you alone. Nobody else is going to be there with you. So it's like, why do you care so much? And I mean, take that from somebody who was very much a people pleaser, who wanted to make people happy. It's like, forget about me, putting everybody else above me, not living in my purpose. But the moment that I decided to follow God, and sometimes things have to happen in our life for us to do this. Towers, people disappoint, betray us. But the moment I decided to release those toxic, negative people, yes, then it's like the cloud parted. And I can see my future better. I can see my purpose better. I am in alignment with the calling on my life. Even though the same toxic people, they're mad because I got away. But for Christ I live. For Christ I die. Whatever it is, I don't care. Like Paul says, to live is Christ and to die is gain. And so they're going to be the ones to even pursue you, to try to persecute you, to attack you, because you got away for whatever reason. If it's a relationship, you decide, you know what, this is not working. It does not take 5 years or 50 years for somebody to know if you're marriage material or not. Guys, it doesn't take forever for that woman to step up, to do what she needs to do, to support, to encourage you. And it's like you're looking around in your workplace. I've been here for how many years? And all I get every year is 50-cent raise. What can this do for me? It's time to now step out in your purpose. God will provide you. Like the card says, you don't have to know in advance everything. It's the beauty about it. It's the mystery about it. It's like there is something about kind of like being blindfolded, and you're trusting God to navigate you through these treacherous waters. And it's like, even though it's a bit scary, but it's like every time you come upon this treasure, it's like, wow, You're still blindfolded, but like, wow, I'm trusting God, and look at what is unraveling in front of me. And it makes you want to keep going. Again, he didn't say the weapons are not going to form, but he says that they won't prosper. The weapons will form, but they won't prosper. It doesn't mean the enemy won't try. It doesn't mean the cankerworm and the palmer worm, they won't try to come and attack whatever you're planting, but they won't prosper because you're protected. You have a coat, a protective edge around you. That it doesn't matter what weapon is sent your way, it won't prosper. And this is what we need to, it's like let go off of what people say. Some of you have the need to run everything by people and not realizing that a lot of these people are not for you. It doesn't matter, family, friends, whatever, because they're scared. They're giving you advice out of their scarcity bucket. Their cup is empty, and you're looking for advice from somebody who doesn't even have, like when you're thirsty and you pick up that glass and you knock it on your tongue and nothing comes out. This is how some of these people who we have around us, they have nothing. And you are the one full on running over, but you're looking outside of you. So no wonder we're called to tap into our inner strength. Your cup is full and running over. Everything you need, God already provided for. It's inside of you. As a child, I love when my grandmother, she was washing. And even though I was playing, but I was listening. I was listening as I was playing. And she would sing. She had a beautiful voice. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All that I've needed, your hands have provided. Great is your faithfulness, God, unto me. And I love to hear her sing. She didn't know that I was listening, but this is why as parents, you have to be so careful too, because your children are watching and they're listening. So yes, dig deep within you. Everything you need is within you. It's within you. So you may have people, because you're on your path, you're on your journey. People don't understand what you're doing. Maybe for some of you, you change, your attitude change, your mindset change, and your energy change. And people don't like that. And so a lot of them, they're having a tweet towards you, petty birds, tweet. They're bitter. Like I said, a lot of these people, they're gonna want to come after you because it's like now you're on your path. You're not turning back. It's like I admire Lot when God gave he and his wife the advice to leave Sodom and Gomorrah. Do not turn back. Don't turn around, or you're gonna turn into a pillar of salt. It's like, this is my perspective. It's like I'm saying his wife probably like a little bit of a drama, a little bit of gossip. So when she, heard all that screaming and fire cracking and stuff, she just thought maybe she would take a quick glance. God will not see it. But again, God is not slack according to his promise. If he says it, he's going to do it. And she did. She turned around to take a sneak peek, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Her husband, he did not turn around to say, honey, where are you? He kept forging forward because she was told not to do it. She was told not to do it. And so it is for a lot of us. When you're in any form of situationship, whatever connection, you need to look at the people who are around you. And if they are not in alignment with what you're doing, again, what God says and the purpose for your life, you need to keep walking. Let them stay back there, the pillar of salt. We all have to give an account for ourselves. And he kept pushing, he kept going. I'm sure he was sad, probably crying, but there's nothing he can do. Again, keeping your eyes on the prize. He has a calling and a destined purpose on his life. Many are called, few are chosen. And like the Bible says in the latter days, it's like 2 are going to be in the field, 2 in the bed, 1 disappear, 1 is gone. You have to make your election sure. You have to make your election sure. Yeah, so a lot of these people too, they're bitter and they're also hating on your creative ideas. Whatever creative ideas you have, they're hating on it. Whether it's you singing, it's you painting, dancing, having a platform, whatever it is, you're making things with your hands. Yeah, they're hating. But again, like I said, you can't worry about what they do because they are in their purpose. Can we just be honest with it? That people choose the side they want to be on. And this is why people may say, oh, God, if you believe in God, everything is so rigid, it's like you have to this, that. God give us free will. We all have options. We all have choices. He's not that kind of guy with a whip over your back. So people make a choice. And it's for us to come to that realization that yes, 7 brothers, 7 different minds. 7 sisters, 7 different minds. And people are going to live their life. So why aren't you living yours? Why aren't you being true to yourself? Yeah, so a lot of these people, they don't like the fact that you're remembering who you are. You carry stardust in your bones. So of course you're creative, you're shining, you're radiating. I mean, who does not stop when to look up at that bright star in the sky? So for a lot of you, and you're wise, because again, it's like everything from your ancestors is like, it's deposited inside of you. And you're drawing from their creativity. It's almost like you continue to find out new things about you. And it's like, oh, these are things that's in your lineage. And not to mention, God is the creator. So that means we are creative. So you see though, so this is why they're hating. But again, if they should turn around, because if they're still alive, that means there is still hope for them too. But again, it's a choice. But until then, keep pressing forward. People are going to talk. Let them talk. Do not allow the chatter to stop you. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it cause you to turn back like Lot's wife, to turn into a pillar of salt. Don't do that. Keep forging. It's a tough decision for Lot. He could have turned back too and looked back at his wife and turned into a pillar of salt as well. Because it doesn't mean he didn't love her, but he's answering his call. I mean, this is to show you, and this is to show us how serious this thing is. This is to show you how serious it is. Your time on earth is precious. Let it count. Let it count for something. Make a change, make a difference. Don't just be bluffing and every day, oh, I'm gonna. You're gonna what? So, the haters are gonna hate. Let them just do what they do. That's what they do. We're gonna love. We have light. This is why we're here, to dispel the darkness. Yeah, and a lot of these people, yeah, they mock you. They mock you when they feel jealous towards you. So this is why they do what they do. It's because of jealousy. It's why you. It's why you. And I'm telling you, these people are toxic. You're around a lot of negative and toxic people who you don't even realize. I mean, their tongue is as sharp as a knife. All they're doing is cutting you down, feeding you with negativity, because they already choose a side that they're going to work on. And because of that, the devil, the enemy knows the plans too that God has for you. And the devil is working through them to discourage you. He's working through them to change your fate, your destiny, to delay you. And then later on down the road, anyway, you're looking for these people, they're nowhere to be found. Because why? They already accomplished their agenda for your life. And you're stuck. You're exactly where they want you to be. And then they turn around and laugh at you. They're still gonna laugh at you. They're still gonna mock you. Because it's like, oh, we succeeded in diverting them off of their path. And if you go in your purpose, they're still gonna mock you. So why not just go big or stay home? You know, that's what it is. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, you just have to do what it is that you need to do. Yeah, this is the 8 of Pentacles here. Focus diligently on your craft, your new career, your education, your goal, your expertise. Master whatever it is that's in front of you. Again, pull from your inner strength. Don't let the chatter stop you. Focus. Keep building anyway. Let them talk. Keep building anyway. Put your hair plugs in. Put your headphone on. Listen to some music. Don't care about what they say, and don't entertain anybody who is in friendship with your haters. Don't entertain them. They're not your friends either, because the same dog who brings the bone is the same dog who will carry it back. So that person who is in the middle, carrying news from over there, anything you tell them about your business, they are going to bring it back over there. And that's how the enemy destroys and tries to, you know, tear down what you're working on. So it's like, stay focused, keep your head down, keep working, keep building. You don't need them. You're actually the strongest one in the group. Keep going. Because see, when you keep going, right behind it is the 3 of Cups. It's like you're gonna celebrate. It is going to pay off. It is going to pay off. And those same line lips that they have chattering and gossiping about you, when they see you're celebrating and you keep focused, those lips will be on the floor. I mean, I'm telling you, they're here to do what they have to do. You understand? Because a lot of these people, yeah, it's like if you don't stay forward, all they're trying to do, they're trying to delay your news. They're trying to create pause in whatever it is that you're working on. You understand? That's what they're trying to do. To slow you down, to cause delay and stagnancy. They want you to miss an opportunity, to miss out on your blessings. They want to change your destiny, if not steal it from you. Again, they see your glory, but they don't know your story. And they don't care what you've been through to get here either. They just want it. And so many people sat down and play deaf and blind and dumb to what's going on, only to realize, you know, that there is like, yeah, time run out. Your time on earth is precious. It's like, seize the moment. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. Find balance, harmony, prioritize, time management, multitasking, confirmation, yes. So yeah, so for some of you, remember who you are. Remember who you are, because right now you need to find balance. Come into alignment with who you are. In harmony, make peace with the decisions, the choices that you have to make. Make peace that where you are, it's not working. It's like cry your last tears yesterday. I think it's Mary singing. I cried my last tears yesterday. Yeah, it's like have a funeral. And for whatever, the job, the people, the places or things. And purge it out of your system and let it go. Because right now, what you're doing, it's not working. It's like you're torn in between. You're juggling, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's like, should I stay? Should I go? And you need to remember who you are. You're a son. You're a daughter of the Most High. You have all these creativity. You're a divine being, divine masculine, divine feminine. It's like, don't you know who you are? Why do you think you have all these people hating on you? Why do you think you went through all of these things even from you were a child until now? If there is nothing, the enemy is not going to come out. So there must be something in you why you're under so much pressure and people are hating you. Tower. Chaos brought by sudden change, destruction, loss, pain, disaster, confusion. I'm telling you, let go. Because if not, for a lot of you, God is going to let something big come in your life, a big shake-up that is going to push you. You understand? It's either you go willingly or by force. Because like Jonah, he will let storms come in your life. So that even the people who are around you, they will push you off over the edge into the storms. You're going to see people's true colors come out to you where you have no other choice but to walk away. So it's like you can do this freely or God can help you to do it because you need to let go. It's time to act. You have a purpose. And I certainly hope that this message helped you. It's time to act, family. Let's do it. It's all inside of you. You're stronger than you think. You're smarter than you think. You're loved more than you ever know because you're a child of the Most High God. Until next time, take care.